Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. There was a father who walked miles every day to drop his son at school. One day the boy asked him, "Dad, why do you walk me to school? It's just 2 kilometers. You don't have to do that." The father replied, "Because I like it. I enjoy it." The boy said, "No, Dad, I saw you yesterday. You were walking in the rain. So I know it's not fun for you to walk in the rain." The father smiled and said, "It's true that I don't like walking in the rain, but I'm doing it for you because I want you to be safe." The boy thought for a while and then asked, "Why can't Mom walk me to school?" The father said, "Your mother is busy in the morning making breakfast for you and packing your lunch. She has a lot of work, so I do it." "Oh," said the boy, and then he fell silent. After walking for some time, the boy said, "Dad, we're almost at school. Can we go a little faster?" "Of course," replied the father and started walking faster. Suddenly, the boy stopped and said, "Wait a minute, Dad. I need to tie my shoe." The father also stopped and waited patiently until the boy tied his shoe. After that, they continued walking. When they reached near the school, the boy again said, "Dad, can we go faster now?" The father understood that his son wanted to reach school as soon as possible so that he could play with his friends. So he started walking fast. Within a few minutes, they reached the school gate. The father said, "Stay close to me for a few more minutes. After that, I'll go home." The boy nodded and both of them stood there for a while. Then the boy suddenly asked, "Dad, if I ask you to do something, will you do it?" "Yes, of course," said the father. "If you ask me something reasonable, then I will definitely try my best to fulfill your wish." The boy thought for a moment and then asked, "Can you give me 1 minute of yours every day?" The father did not understand anything, so he asked, "What do you mean by that?" The boy said, "Every day in the morning you wake up early and get ready. After that, you come to pick me up. So I want to ask you to spare 1 minute for yourself. That's all. Just 1 minute." The father felt that there was something hidden behind his son's question. But since he had promised to fulfill his son's wish, he said, "Okay, I will give you 1 minute of mine every day." After that, the boy went to school and the father went home. In the evening, when the boy returned from school, he went straight to his room. When the father entered his room, he saw that his son was drawing something. "What are you making, son?" he asked. "I'm drawing a picture of you," said the boy, "but I don't know why. I couldn't draw eyes in it." The father said, "Well, let me help you with that." Then he took the drawing and drew 2 eyes in it. Looking at the eyes he had drawn, the boy asked, "Dad, what does this eye mean?" "This eye means that you have to study hard and become successful in life," said the father. "And what about this eye?" asked the boy. "This eye means that I'm very proud of you, my son," replied the father. The boy hugged his father and said, "I love you, Dad." Now every day in the morning after dropping his son at school, the father would come back home and sit in a corner of the room. At first, it used to take him a lot of time to study, but slowly he got used to it. And one day the father was reading the newspaper when he heard someone enter the room. He didn't pay any attention and kept reading the newspaper. After some time, he heard someone sit down beside him. He looked up and saw that it was his son. The father asked, "Did you come straight after school? How come you reached home so quickly?" "I came straight home from school," replied the boy. "Today I finished my homework in just 10 minutes, so I thought I should spend some time with you. Is that okay?" The father was surprised. He was expecting his son to complete his homework in half an hour, but he had done it in just 10 minutes. He stroked his son's head and said, "Very good, son. Keep it up." A few days later, the boy came home after school and said, "Dad, I have a surprise for you." The father asked, "What surprise?" "I've made a card for you," said the boy, "and I want you to guess what it says." The father looked at the card and said, I can't read it. It seems like the paint has smudged." The boy said, "No, it's not the paint. It's your eyes. You have to look carefully." The father looked at the card again, and this time he saw that it was written, "Thank you for giving me 1 minute of yours every day." The father became emotional. He realized that his son had given him a chance to make him realize how much his presence mattered to him. One day the father accompanied his son to school as usual. On the way, they talked about various things. After crossing a bridge, they turned toward the school. At that time, the boy was about to say something to his father, but seeing the crowd of students near the school gate, he stopped. They both entered the school premises, and the boy held his father's hand. He closed his eyes and said, "Dad, I want to tell you something." The father said, "Tell me, son. What do you want to say?" The boy opened his eyes and said, "Dad, actually, I don't have to come to school with you anymore. Now I can go alone." The father understood that his son no longer needed him to walk him to school. He was now big enough to do it on his own. A wave of emotions washed over him. His son was growing up so quickly. The father said, "Are you sure you can find the way alone? You don't want me to accompany you anymore?" "Yes, Dad," said the boy. "I can go alone. I've memorized the route and I know how to reach school." The father said, "Okay, then go ahead, son. Be careful." The boy waved to his father and started walking towards the school. After taking a few steps, he turned around and said, "Dad, will you still come to pick me up from school?" "Of course," replied the father. "Don't worry. I will always come to pick you up from school." As the boy continued walking, the father watched him for a while, a mixture of happiness and sadness in his eyes. It was time to let go, to allow his son to navigate the world on his own. Yet a part of him wished to keep him by his side forever. With a heavy heart, the father turned away, knowing that their daily walks together were coming to an end, but the bond between them would remain as strong as ever. Friends, the father in this story showed what unconditional love means. He gave up his and me time just so that he could spend time with his son. Many times in our lives, we only realize the importance of our loved ones when we lose them. Therefore, we should cherish every moment we spend with our family members and show them love whenever we can. So friends, this was the story of the father who walked miles every day to drop his son off at school. If you liked this story, then hit the like button and do share it with your friends and family. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, then do it now. Thank you for watching the video till the end. See you soon in the next video. Till then, take care.
Bye. Bye.